Hello, hello, and welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. I am your host, Riot Kitty. So yeah, this week I'm doing a Wednesday stream. I wasn't able to do one last Saturday cause well, yeah, I actually had an impromptu trip, so unfortunately I did not get to stream with Marissa. I took a rain check on that. Hopefully we can do a collab stream sometime soon. Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Yeah, yeah, and oh god, sorry. My nose is stuffy right now. My nose is stuffy. It's getting colder here in the Midwest and stuff. Yeah, so hopefully we can do a collab sometime soon. Take a rain check on that too. Yeah, maybe we could game or something. That'd be cool. Hello, Power! Welcome to the Right Kitty Cafe. I kind of woke up and I caught Makani's stream and then I fell back asleep, unfortunately. Uh, yeah. Man, this is rough. It's rough. And unfortunately, I'm having slight technical difficulties. And it's not to do with the performance or anything like that, or stream working. It's just that my keyboard on my Surface Pro isn't working. I don't know why. It just isn't. I mean, I've tried cleaning it. I've tried shutting down the computer and stuff, and I don't know. I just can't get it to work. Like, it worked on the plane back on my trip, and it didn't, like, I don't know, like, so, like, I put it away, and then after that, it just stopped. It, like, reached the end of its lifespan or something, for some reason. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know, so I might need to buy a new keyboard if I can't figure this out, because I don't want to do too many things on my Surface Pro without a keyboard. Especially streaming, because, you know, it's just easier to like lengthen like use a mouse and use the keyboard to type and like click different tabs instead of using my tablet pen. Which is unfortunate, so yeah. But hey, at least on the plane, I actually did sketch out Victoria's nightgown, so what she's gonna wear underneath her regular outfit, which, I should open it up. It's like the last time I drew her, so yeah, and this is gonna be the nightgown that is peeking out from her base dollhouse outfit, so that's gonna be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's Wednesday, so I don't know. Maybe I probably won't get many people here. I'm not sure. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a stream Saturday. I mean, I could do a stream there. I mean, yeah, so, and also I'm not going to be able to do a stream Saturday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't be, and if I do, it's because I guess I'll say it. I got a cute date, I guess. Maybe. No one heard that. I'm just too bashful. I'm too bashful and stuff like that, so yeah. And if I am able to stream on Saturday, it will probably be impromptu and have that. But yeah. I don't think I will, but it'll probably be next Saturday, so it will most likely be next Saturday because I do have work, so I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah. But yeah, since I wasn't able to stream last Saturday, since I was coming back from a trip, I'm streaming today. I don't know if there's gonna be many people showing up, but who knows? I need to get. Do I have it in here? I got blush tone. I just don't have the flat color. No, I need to look at this. That's not it. But, oh, come on. Really? Okay. There. I just need to put that back. So yeah. So yeah, I'm all set to do the third outfit. Honestly, maybe I should have done the base dollhouse outfit that she wears first, but you know what, I wanted to put more time and attention into the outfits I didn't necessarily have a distinct look for. You know, I drew Victoria in this first outfit before, like one time, and that was it, and then I did not have a look for a formal or nightgown outfit at all, so... Well, now I'm glad I'm finally getting that, so... Oh wait, did I click on the right layer? I don't think I did. No. I did not. Oh god, I don't know what layer I'm on. Yeah, this is my problem with my workflow. I just do 5 million layers. Okay, there. Now... Okay, so it should be beneath her hair. Hair. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, hello, Picky Physics student. Hello, Axel. Welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. When you did YouTube update, I'm only seeing your like @ handles and not your actual usernames. Oh my god. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But at least I still recognize you. Okay. At least I still recognize my lovely viewers, even with that. You're welcome. Hope y'all having a great Wednesday morning. It's getting chilly up here in the Midwest, so... And double unfortunate news, I'll be working Halloween night. So I think I'm gonna just buy some candy. I'll place it outside my apartment garage door, maybe. Yeah, that'll be alright. Yeah, at least I went to a Halloween party like a couple weeks ago, so that kind of makes up for it at least. Yeah, yes. I know, yeah. Axel says, so the first 2 episodes of Hazbin Hotel Season 2 came out today? I gotta admit, I am very mixed on Hazbin Hotel. On one hand, I like the character designs, and I like the initial concept, but at the same time... this series is clearly rushed, honestly. And not well thought out of, unfortunately. Axel says, do you think it's weird to go trick-or-treating as an adult? I don't know, maybe by yourself, but with friends it feels less weird. Feels less weird going trick-or-treating by yourself. Yes, I'm not typing out the layers, so... There we go. Do another layer on top of that one. There we go. Oh, yeah. Petition to... Again, petition to have Restream have like a loop button. Or like the music you upload. Another browser. Hello, Oscar. Welcome. Welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. Hope your day is going well. I'm just, let's see, starting to render now outfit 2 of 4 for my main character, Victoria Corrigan, in Dollhouse X.C. My New Year's resolution for 2026 is going to be to actually start drawing the thing. since hopefully by then, hopefully by New Year's, I will have like enough artwork of what things and people look like. Alright, how did I get a drink? And to actually start drawing it, so... Like, yeah, these two middle outfits never drew them before. I knew I had to get Victoria a nightgown. And I knew I wanted her to have a second semi-casual outfit, but it's more formal. Too, so it's like, finally I got it done. Yay! I think I'm gonna start with the jacket, honestly. There we go. Okay, sounds like a plan. Also, she looks adorable. Thank you, Oscar. I like that name, Nightgown. I mean, yeah, that's her nightgown. Yeah, I just need to figure out what color I want to, like, render it with. Okay, yeah, this... Actually, yeah, maybe more purple because they're fast purple. That'll be good. She needs a strong silhouette, yeah. I guess you mean like a very distinctive silhouette to keep it 16? Like... There we go. Yes, that's what I mean when you can recognize her on her frame alone. I guess kinda, I guess maybe the silhouette straight comes from her hair. Guess it's all like poofed up and like kind of messy. Like she has like permanent bedhead. And yeah, like her, I guess maybe like I could say like her main character outfit is gonna be this. So this outfit definitely, I think has a stronger silhouette with the cape. And his sleeve poking out, like... This is just like all outfits for her. Yeah, she needs to wear clothes when she's not dreaming, so... I guess maybe, like, I could probably, like... I could probably, like, black out these designs and, like, see if, like, they're actually, like, strong silhouette. I think there are cases of, like, characters being, like, super iconic and then their silhouettes are actually kind of basic and, you know, not very distinctive, but... Or there's, like, one thing that, like, sets them apart. Like, Phoenix Wright, kind of. Like, his actually, like, very distinctive feature is his hair. You put him in a silhouette and you're like, oh, this is like a blob and then spiky hair. I know it's Phoenix Wright. She's 8. Yes, she's 8. Yes, yes. Apparently that was very surprising. But I did say that she was 8 years old. Some people thought she was older, some people... Yeah. Well, yeah, then again, I haven't made, like, a character bio video. I really should at some point. Especially since I'm gonna I'm going to attempt to start drawing the thing next year, so... It would probably be good for me to do that, so... Yep, she's 8. Yep, Victoria Corrigan is 8 years old, so... She so far does not like anyone doing her hair, so... So she was like permanent bedhead. I like how Oscar says, like, kind of like how in certain characters in shows and games have certain things that pop out. Decide an example would be Persona 5 and how the characters dress. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially when they go into palaces and stuff, they get, like, cool outfits. Unlocked with their personas. Oh wait, no. Marker the whole time. There. Maybe visit student says, I guess I can accept that. Wasn't that the age of the 5 kids and Ultra Spare Girls? Yeah, honestly, they couldn't be more than 10. I don't think so. Yeah, they couldn't be more than 10 years old. They were very young for being total and complete sociopaths. And then deciding to overthrow the world of adults. You know, that wasn't sustainable in the long run, but... But yeah, I think so. Yeah, they couldn't be, yeah, those guys couldn't be more than 10 years old. Because I think it, like, took place, I think it was a year after the whole world fell apart, all the folks speak, so they couldn't be more than 10. They were all in elementary school. It's actually kind of cute that, like, their talents were actually, like, little ultimate. Just like, I'm the little ultimate social studies. Yeah, like, I don't peg them as more than 12. More than... Yeah, I think it was like a year or two. Yeah, it takes place after Danganronpa 1, so it has to be 2 years, maybe 3 at max. And they were all in elementary school, so... Elementary school is like ages 5, 6 to... I guess it depends on the district. Like, for me, it was just like 1st to 4th grade. But then there's other districts that like do it from grades kindergarten to 6th grade. I think it is, yeah. Yeah, kindergarten to 6th grade. But yeah, I guess at max they would have to be like 12. But I don't think they were 12. I think they were probably like at max 10 years old. Oh, hello, no, Wiley. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, it doesn't help that the kids in Ultra Spare Girl was super smart and got help with Junko as a psycho. Yeah, like, they were able to build a giant fighting robot, so, yeah. Yeah, they were able to build a giant fighting robot, so... But then again, there's a lot of child prodigies in media over the years. Like, right now, in Genshin Impact, there's this... Like, one of the newest characters is this girl named Aino, and she can't be more than 10. Like, I think she's younger than 10. She might be... she might be, like, 8 or not. She might be, like, 7 or 8, and she somehow, like, she got... she built a giant cannon that can just blast monsters away. Also, then again, well, not by herself, but she built herself an helper android. So... Even though, like, the actual intelligence did come from something she picked up from, like, ancient technology, but yeah, she built herself a helper android, so... There's a lot of child prodigies of media over the years. Vicky Physics student says, what I'm saying is I can kind of accept in fiction that a 10-year-old can be a character with complex comprehension on par with adults for your genre of manga and comic. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like... Oh god. No, the tablet pin. Don't do this to me. Don't die on me. No. Okay, there we go. Oh, no. Come on. Okay, there we go. Got it. I mean, honestly, for me, it's not about, like, having children have complex, like, organization and part of adults. I mean, they can, but in the way a kid sees the world. Like, kids can't have, like, deep, complex, characterization or conflict on par with adults. Between a kid and an adult is that the kid will do conflicts in their own way. Oscar says, remind me of Kids Next Door with number 2 create. Yeah! Oh my god, yeah. Oh! Another good example, Phineas and Ferb. They can't be more than... I don't think they're... Yeah, they're not in middle school. I don't think they're in middle school. Like, they can't be more than, like, 12 years old. I'm pretty sure they said that they were 11, but I can't remember if that was... somebody random or just like the show creator, but yeah, so they have to be like 10 to 12 years old, so yeah, and they do all this crazy stuff. Yeah, they've got yeah, they made like supercomputers, yeah, they made supercomputers, like giant skyscraper height tree houses. Yeah, it's pretty insane stuff, so. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff. There. That's good. Speaking of Phineas and Ferb, I do want to watch the new episodes. There we go. Okay. Come on. Oh yeah, I understand, Oscar. Disney has ruined a lot. Though, with Phineas and Ferb, I've heard nothing but good things. Apparently there's an episode or two that feels kind of weird, maybe? But, yeah, I've heard nothing but good things. Well, I mean, okay, I've heard a couple mixed things, but mostly good things about the new season. So somehow, yeah, Disney has not ruined Phineas and Ferb. Good. Can't say the same for Tron. Oh my god. Can't say the same for Tron, unfortunately, but, yeah. At least Phineas and Ferb was spared. It helps that, like, the original creator's back on, too, so. And I think a lot of the staff, so, like, the animation style is only slightly different, too. So it's like, I think they got most of the same people back for it. Oh yeah, then another one. I wanna see the new Amazing Rolly Gumball episodes. Although I don't know where to. I think it's on HBO Max, but I don't remember which one is HBO Max. So I need to sail the seven seas to watch Amazing World of Gumball, of all things. But yet, yeah, yet. You know, you could possibly. They could possibly just completely drop the bar in quality. I remember the Uzumaki anime where it's like, I watched the first episode and it was freaking amazing. And then, like, after the first episode onwards, like, like, the animation completely took a dip. Like, apparently they had one studio animate the first episode and then suddenly just changed them midway through production and then for the rest of the episodes. So it was like freaking rushed and stuff to like get it out on time, right? I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just keep the first animation studio? It didn't make any sense to me. Because they were the ones working on it initially, but yeah. But yeah. Yeah, so far so good with Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, apparently Tron is not coming to the big screen anytime, and I'm like, gee, I wonder why. Honestly, I don't think Tron Ares is a bad movie, but as a sequel, it's bad. Like, you know, I can acknowledge that it is kind of a solid movie by itself, but as a sequel, it's bad. Because nothing that's happening is related to anything that happened before in Tron. You didn't even have Tron in the movie, really. Except for a cameo. I guess it's better than Sam Flynn. Apparently that picture they showed of, like, Sam Flynn and Cora... God, I can't remember to say her name. I think it's Kara or Cora, but yeah, it's spelled funky, so I can't remember to pronounce it, but yeah. Apparently that picture is not even, like, something they, like... Apparently that picture is, like, not even something the actors took themselves. Like, it was, like, a photoshopped of, like, them posing with a makeup artist. So they just took the makeup artist out and then squished them together in Photoshop, and I'm like, oh god. Like, they weren't even asked, I'm sure. They weren't even asked to come back. I am positive on that. Ugh. Oh, hello, Trap! Welcome, welcome! I hope you're doing well on this Wednesday afternoon. Anything fun last weekend? Yeah, it's now called The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball, which, yeah. It's gonna take me a while to say that. I'm just like, oh yeah, Amazing World of Gumball, even though it's called something different, but... No, Wiley, the new Tron, I'd say, as a standalone movie, it is a solid enough flick where, like, I wasn't bored and I didn't want to walk out of the theater, right? Like, it didn't character assassinate anyone. But as a sequel, it's bad. And it's bad as, like, it is completely disconnected from anything that happened in any previous Tron installment. Like, there is a cameo from, I believe it was Kevin Flynn, I think? Yeah, yeah, I haven't watched the 80s Tron yet. I need to. I need to watch the first Tron. I just remember getting into it with Uprising and Legacy, and I was like, oh yeah, and I just kind of didn't realize there was another movie. But, yeah, like, so Kevin Flynn made a cameo. Sam Flynn and Cora, they were not in the movie, aside from one picture. One Photoshop picture. And, like, Jared Leto's Ares program became like a wandering hippie and is now trying to find Flynn and Cora. That's how the movie ends, and I'm like, yeah, it just... Yeah, and obviously people didn't take to that very well, I don't think. People didn't take to that, so it's not doing very well. It's not completely bombing, but it's not doing well enough for, apparently, to keep Tron on the big screen. Probably means, yeah. So technically, the Flynns are spared from character assassination. It's just because they weren't in the goddamn movie. Aside from one cameo and like one or two passing mentions with a photograph. So yeah, it's not as horrible as like what Disney did like Luke Skywalker or anything. It's just completely disconnected bad sequels. That's also a kind of solid enough flick on its own. Oscar says, yeah, the Uzumaki show was a crime and how much they screwed over. I've seen clips of the new One Punch Man season. At least it's no Uzumaki, but yeah, it's still... I've seen it. I've seen like a couple of clips, and it's like, okay, they're like, some of it is like a slideshow thing, and I think the first episode you had you didn't even have that. You had characters talking, but the mouth isn't moving either. Like not doing the bare minimum, which I'm like, damn, that sucks. I've never watched One Punch Man aside from like a couple of clips. But yeah, I still feel bad. One Punch Man fans, you deserve better on that. Oh god. Oh, at least it's not as bad as Uzumaki, but that's not a very high bar. That's not a very high bar when Uzumaki had moving cardboard cutouts of scenes. Yeah. Yeah, which is unfortunate because honestly, like, Junichi Ito's work does not get very good adaptations, and Uzumaki should have been it. It should have been. If the powers that be kept the first studio that they commissioned for the first episode, I honestly think that Uzumaki would go down as like, oh yeah, that's that one good Junichi Ito adaptation. But they did not do that whatsoever. They just wanted to fucking do it on the cheap, I guess, for the rest of the series. It's like, damn, we can't afford them. Or darn. Or you know what, it's like, this is too much effort. We're gonna just drop the ball completely. It's like, okay. You gotta be kidding about the drop part. My god, Disney's the undom. Yeah, honestly, it's no Last Jedi, right? It's no Last Jedi because, you know, the Flynns aren't exactly in the movie outside of one cameo from Kevin Flynn. But as a sequel, it's terrible. Yeah. Yeah, as a sequel, it's terrible. So, yeah, it's like, oh gee, I wonder why it's not doing well. Could it be you didn't make a proper sequel to the previous installments? You could have even had Flynn's. Well, if you couldn't get the actors from Legacy back, you could have at least had, you know, Sam Flynn's son. Like he had two Photoshop photos, and like he just vanished for no reason from the movie. And instead, in his place, is an Asian chick who somehow knows about all this code stuff. And Tron for whatever reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Anything fun? Crap says, I played Sonic Racing Cross Worlds with a friend and some random people. I also uploaded a short video while we're in Blender. Ooh, awesome. Awesome. I'm glad you're sticking with the Blender stuff, Trap. Looks good. Soon you will make your big booba anime waifu of your dreams in 3D. Oscar says, I mean, in a way, they did character assassination Flynn by having him step down and set for a new character. I mean, yeah, that's... I can see where you're coming from, Oscar. At the very least, I don't consider it a character assassination as much as I do, like, he's just not in the movie. So they can't character assassinate a character who's just not in the movie fully. That's where I'm coming from, at least. I'm like, yeah. They can't assassinate someone who's not there. Now, there might be they like do a Tron 4 somehow, and like he is now like a hippie on a farm, and he's now a hippie on like a pot farm. I don't know. But yeah. I can't even believe they had like a freaking... It's like a Marvel movie teaser of like the next villain, and I'm like, really? The very dumb CEO guy, like... Well, I mean, dumb as in street smart dumb, where it's like... Really, you had him like teasing a villain? I don't know, you had him be the next villain because he decided to grab a weird disc. Server. I don't even know how that server is even still up because they destroyed it all. But okay. Masker says, "Oh, right. Speaking of Star Wars, have you heard about the Ben Solo movie? Uh, so I'm assuming it's not actually happening, and these Reylos are trying to drum up artificial demand. Maybe. Oh gosh. Uh, I don't think they're gonna do it because none of them mentioned like trilogy things. Like they were nothing mentioned a Ben Solo movie. So yeah. And Strap says, "Oh, I don't really have anything to say about Tron Ares. Didn't watch it or any of the Tron movies. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, like my thing with Tron was it was always Legacy and the animated series Uprising. That was where I liked Tron, and I never watched the first Tron. I probably should, but I never watched the first Tron. So it's like because I wasn't born then. I did not exist in this universe yet. Yeah, I want to see when the first Tron came out. Let's see, Tron. 1982, yeah, I'm trying to say, 19... Yeah, my dad was in middle school when this movie came out, so I was not even a blip on the horizon yet when that movie came out, so never watch it. I really should sometime, though. If I can't find it, I might put on a pirate hat for it. Just to see. And maybe rewatch Legacy and Uprising. Be like, yeah, we had a pretty neat thing going on here. Oh gosh, no, Wiley. Yes, I have. Yes, I have that. Like, no, I'm not a human. Oh gosh, that's so creepy. That's so creepy. Oh, I've seen like the freaking weird alien thing that kind of looks like the human suits from like Dan to Dan, but it's all skin instead of like a suit thing. Ugh. Yeah, I don't agree that necessarily character assassinate for every new character take the role. Yeah, I don't agree. Like, but I do agree that he was replaced. I do agree he was replaced, definitely. Though, with the Asian chick. Yeah, because she's the CEO now of the company that the Flints had, so... Okay. And we'll add a little bit of sheen here. And then I'll get it. Machine here in the middle just to have the lines more visible. Alright, you know what? Maybe I should. Yeah, you know what? I'll make it bigger. Why am I doing that? I'm making it harder on myself. Are you talking about the pale man from No I'm Not a Human? Yeah, that looks so creepy. That's the only thing I've seen in that game. Ugh. It's like just like something that's trying to be human, but like it's not getting it right. And that's even more scary than like a weird alien thing. Oscar says the Ben Solo movie isn't happening. Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, the Ben Solo movie isn't happening. No, it's not gonna happen. I think Adam Driver's done. I'm pretty sure he said he's not gonna come back. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna come back. He's gonna be a dramatic actor and stuff, so. No, he doesn't. He does not look friendly. Might have a smile, but that's a smile filled with malice. Trap says, everything with Star Wars right now hinges on the Mando movie. If it fails, it's gonna be a first Disney star. Yeah. Oh boy, yeah, because I think, like, the freaking, like, trilogies that they were gonna do, like, haven't gone through at all. Like, they haven't gone through it all. I don't know. I think Rogue Squadron was canceled, I'm pretty sure. Or it's in development hell. That is, like, the only thing moving forward at Star Wars right now. Right, it sucks, it sucks. It sucks. I don't know what else to put it, yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks, it's no Gucci. Yeah, I guess if you want a playbook on how to obliterate a franchise, it's like with global reach, it's, yeah, you just gotta look at Star Wars. Yeah. Asker says, have you heard about Doctor Who and Disney something? Oh gosh, yeah, like it kind of like got brought back and then it was canceled and it was brought back and canceled again, like it... Yeah, that's been around even longer than Star Wars has, like that started, what, it was in the 60s? It's like been like a British cultural icon for generations now, and yeah. I guess it's that old classic saying, you either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Like, I don't fully blame Disney for that, it was definitely like the BBC first, like fucking it over, but yeah, it just... Making, like, Doctor Who, like, very, very juvenile, but, yeah, it just, yeah. Just sucks. Honestly, you know, like, the reboot thing, like, for some insane reason, it looks like the good reboots of the 2020s are gonna be 3 in total. It's gonna be Phineas and Ferb, The Amazing World of Gumball, now called A Wonderfully Weird Royal Gumball, and Totally Spies. Of all things. I'm like, yeah, cause, yeah, the fucking... Yeah, the Wings Club reboot is terrible. I've seen clips of it, I'm just like... Even though I know it might be a waste of my time, I'm still morbidly curious as how bad it. And like they might be screwing it over too. It's like they might be actually making a proper season 9 type deal, where it's like they continue from where season 8 left off. I'm like, you guys should have just kept up with World of Winx. That would have been perfect. Yeah. It's Trap Production says, right now I'm more interested in Godzilla and Sonic. Both have movies in the summer. Oh yeah, the Super Mario Galaxy movie coming out next year? That might be fun. I played both Super Mario Galaxy games. And honestly, I probably have to say it's my favorite part of Mario, maybe? Super Mario Galaxy? If I had to pick a favorite Mario game, that would be it. I'm gonna try and shade it again. Yeah, that's gonna be good. You know what? I did have like one or two issues with like the Super Mario movie, but yeah, other than that, like the movie was really good. So I have high hopes for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I just hope they don't do with Rosalina like what they did with Peach. Oscar says, it's so sad what Disney has done to Star Wars. Yeah, yeah, they've like destroyed a lot, and apparently Phineas and Ferb was the one that was spared. Oh gosh, yeah, they're just not... They're just getting people who want to write fanfics of these franchises, and that's about it. And it's like, they get saddled with millions of dollars. And yeah, it's coming from someone who's writing a fanfic of like shows she didn't like where they went, but you know, I'm not someone with millions of dollars who can just throw it at these franchises. I am just doing it on my lonesome on the internet. Yeah. What? Apparently Alex likes girls now? What? No, that's no way. No way. Bro, no, like, all the girls were boy crazy. All the girls were boy crazy. You know what, I haven't watched it yet, but, you know, I'll watch it to confirm, but yeah, all the girls were boy crazy. Yeah, I hope not. Alright, okay, maybe I'll, if that's true, maybe I have to strike the Totally Spies reboot down a couple points for that. Oh gosh. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I can't confirm though. I need to watch it to confirm though. The clips I saw of it were really good though. So, those 3 Sonic movies have been good. Yeah, I actually did watch Sonic 2 finally. Trap, so I'm now on to Sonic 3. I will watch that at some point when I have the time. Yeah, and Sonic 2 was really good, so. Riot says you don't need millions, Riot. You have the talent and try to make your dreams come true. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Trap. Oh, so, yeah. Making my dreams come true right now. One stroke at a time. Brush stroke, that is. There we go. Okay. Maybe I need a... Okay, maybe I need like super... Yeah, just like that. Okay, wait. Maybe like lower the... You know what? I'm gonna lower... Wait, no, that wasn't what I needed. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Okay, lower the opacity. Okay, that looks better. That looks better than what I was doing. I had it at 100%, so that looked weird. Ow. Okay, alright. That is way better than what I was trying to do. Okay. Mental note to self. If you're trying to render dark fabric, try to lower the opacity if you want to do light streaks to offset the dark parts. There you go. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Axel says, do you ever consider having YouTube as a full-time job? You know what? When I was a kid, I definitely considered it. Now? No, I don't think so. Unless I get to like a level where I can, I probably won't consider it, but even then, if I like do YouTube as like a full-time job, like where I can afford to do that, I'd probably still have a part-time job just in case, because it's one of those things where you can't have all your eggs in one basket. You can't just rely on just YouTube or... But, you know, I honestly want to get to a point where it's like, I just have a part-time job. I work like a few days a week, and then like everything else comes from different sources of income. That's my ideal work balance or something. I like do it off of art or off of YouTube or comics or whatever, and the rest would just come from a part-time job. I would work a few days a week. That's totally my ideal, right there. So. Wait, never mind. Apparently it's Clover as Pie? What? That's weird. Well, I'll have to watch it to confirm, though. I'll have to watch it to confirm, though. That's weird. That's freaking weird, though, if they did that. It's not like almost every single episode they were like, oh yeah, like, we got cuckoo eyes over a new boy. Especially Clover. Like, she was not interested in girls. She did not give any girl attention. There. Okay, that looks better. Alright. Now, for the skirt. No. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, delete layer. Okay, so we're gonna do... Just Stroke of the brush and stroke for the cat, says Vicky Physics Dude. Yes, stroke of the cat. Yeah, if you're tapping, that's me tapping the pen on the virtual keyboard, the digital keyboard. My keyboard isn't working. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not working. Like, I tried shutting it off and on again, shutting it down, restarting. I tried... Yeah, and then I tried cleaning... I tried cleaning it too. Before then. It's like, I'm like, bro, I might have to get a new keyboard. That sucks. I just hope it's not too expensive. As Trap says, they keep up the good work rate. I have to go for now. Glad I could drop by your stream. Yeah, I'm glad you could too, Trap. Thank you. Thanks for coming. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And see you around. Jan said, you survived a hurricane. You're not dead. Oh gosh, there was a hurricane where you lived? Well, welcome. Glad you're not dead. For myself, I'm doing pretty alright. A nice dinner and a movie yesterday. Today I'm gonna go get my toes done with Mama Riot and Steppapa Riot. Are hurricane and tornado the same thing? No, actually not. Hurricane is more like, okay, like there's high winds, right? But there's no funnel cloud that's like an eye of the... There's no like funnel cloud that, you know, creates a tornado. It's more with water than with wind. I guess, yeah. Yeah, there's like more flooding. There's like high winds and then there's more flooding than a tornado. Tornado is this giant funnel cloud of wind and debris. But yeah, hurricanes probably more. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, hurricanes are definitely more serious because they can get the damage and like the area they can cover is far more extensive than a tornado. The only thing lost was a cherry tree. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay. It wasn't that bad. Hurricane don't touch down, but tornadoes are more dangerous. Yeah? Oh. I think tornadoes, like, I guess maybe they're more dangerous to people, but, like, individuals, but then hurricanes, I think, can do way more damage just because, like, infrastructure and stuff, maybe. And also far more flooding than tornadoes, too. Yeah, but yeah, tornadoes can be destructive, too. I think, like, rip through a building like that and be like... I've had a couple of scares where I live, but, you know, thank goodness, like, I think it was only, like, there's only been, like, one tornado. Like, there's only been one tornado that did touch down and then disappeared after, like, 5 minutes, so. But then again, that was, yeah, that was a couple years ago, and then we did lose power, so. Because it ripped through, like, electricity lines and stuff. I remember coming into work and it's like, the lights are off, and yeah, like my workplace had lost power, but yet we were still working. Yeah, so that was a weird that was a weird few days where it's like, I was just trying to be like, okay. Yeah, and the only thing that had power, ironically enough, was, because it operated on a completely separate power source than the rest of the building, was the lottery machine. So it's like, okay, I can print out lottery tickets, and that's it. I can't do transactions. Like, I wrote it all down in a notebook. Yeah, that was a weird day. Yeah, flooding and no power, but tornadoes are scary. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I guess that's one of those things, like, I haven't seen one in a while, so it's like... yeah, tornadoes... Yeah, both disasters are totally terrifying, honestly. For different reasons, I think, yeah. No, you know what, I should... There. There, that's just way easier. Okay. No, I says I actually remember when my neighborhood got hit with a tornado. There were more power for about a month and a few trees fell. Yeah, man. That... Yeah, both can be really scary. For different reasons. There we go. Got that. Leon says, I'm proud of Riot for doing your best in everything most people would have given him. Oh, thank you. Thank you, yes. Dollhouse X.C is closer to becoming a reality. Yeah, that's my dream. I wanna... It's a dream. Publishing my own work. That's my dream. That's my dream. Oh yeah, like, I actually showed my aunt and uncle... Oh god. Windows, shut up. I don't care. I'm not installing more updates right now. I know you guys can't see it because I'm sharing the Fire Alpaca window, but yeah, I'm getting pop-ups for Windows 11. It's like, we don't know if your PC has enough storage space to continue installing. I'm like, I already installed Windows 11. What are you talking about? Stop popping. Stop making me try to update. I'm good. And this. And... Here. Yeah, I had pop-ups too. Yeah. Oscar says, have you heard of Riot about the creator Final Fantasy VII remake is trying to get people to play this version over the original? I did hear about that, but honestly, I get it to some extent where it's like, okay, I made this thing, I want people to play this thing, but you cannot dictate to people which version of the game they prefer. like people, like, it's already been massively successful, so it's like that. It's already been massively successful, so it's just like, let people play what they want to play. Like, you can't make people prefer your version. Otherwise, you'll just catch... Otherwise, you'll just come up as, like, vindictive to people. Like that dude who made the Devil May Cry anime is just like, I'm so upset because I thought Devil May Cry was a dead franchise and I was bringing it back and I was gonna be the new definitive version. I'm like, that's so stupid. Ah, look at that. Beautiful skirt. Beautiful, beautiful skirt. Right, green big. At least right now, I'm not trying to, like... I'm guessing, like, small dreams one at a time, right? Ryan says, yeah, I hate pop-ups too. Yeah, I especially hate it when I'm trying to do something and, like, it keeps popping up. Like, I'm not doing this right now. I'm working on my comic main character. Stop making me try to update. If I do update, I'm not doing it on stream. whatsoever. Because then the stream would crash, obviously, because the tabs need to be closed. There we go. Smash details. Got it. I ain't paying for YouTube Premium. Yeah, me neither. I'll tolerate the ads as long as I can. Now, honestly, the only reason I would pay YouTube Premium is if I somehow got monetized and then the money I earn from YouTube covers that. That's the only way I would pay for YouTube Premium. Right now, I'm not doing that. Miss Torian have blamed DMC5 for ruining his anime. God. No, what it was like he thought Devil May Cry was dead, so he was really excited to bring back Devil May Cry into the spotlight. And then he was mad that DMC5 existed. It's just like, I thought this was a dead franchise. I'm like, how the heck do you get an anime adaptation and like you don't know that there was an installment? There's like, and you don't know that a newest installment of that series exists. That's just mind blowing to me. That's mind blowing to me. I don't. Oh wait. Where's the stash at? Here we go. Stash builder. Right? Ah, shoot. Okay. Okay. Bring it up here. Because I did this. Yeah, I did the layer separately, but now I'm gonna detail it on the same layer. Like, that is insane. Like, I found it, like, I know probably, like, I just found it more funny than anything. I'm like, really? You didn't know that there was a deity that recently came out to high acclaim when you took on this role and you thought you were bringing a dead franchise back from the grave? What? And that's still the same, honestly, like, about the Netflix thing, because poor adaptations make me sadder if it looks really good. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, clearly there's there was a lot of skilled animators and artists who worked on the anime, but the story and writing was not there. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. It is way more unfortunate when, like, you know, the art and, like, visuals and animation looks good, but then, like, the story is freaking bad. It's like, you could have been good, but you weren't. It breaks my heart more than stuff that's just bad from the get-go. You know? Oh right, I forgot. This is supposed to be like. There. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna probably look like do like 30. Okay. I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be right back. You know what? I do need a be right back screen. I do. But I don't have one, so I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be back in like a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. I'm a back. I just had to go to bathroom. I guess it just depends what you mean by old Disney. I honestly like Disney I grew up with was 2010. And yeah, I guess oh god, I stopped really liking Disney around 2019, 2020. So yeah. I wish they still did 2D animated movies. They don't, unfortunately. But like, they don't even have the animators there who know how to do 2D anymore. Like, they barely know how to do 3D anymore either. Oscar says, I disagree with that because they're a good franchise and so it's still continuing. It's just bad writing, bad writers who don't care about the lore want to make their own version. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's still, like, yeah, it's... Yeah, there's an instant where, like, yeah, there's still shows that are going and they're still going strong, right? But... But yeah, there's other shows that have definitely gone on for too long, and they need to just fucking conclude it properly. Like, Winx Club should have ended probably either season 5 or season 6, and then there would have been a lot of goodwill left and fondly remembered as a weird, charming ball of sparkly fun it was, and yeah, and now they're rebooted it like twice. Like, soft reboot, and then hard reboot. Hard reset, and both of them failed. I'm just like, what? Why do you keep screwing this up? Should be easy. Actually, should be easy doing Winx Club. But it's not. Ugh. So like non-Disney movies. Yeah, there's quite a few. Yeah. I've liked non-Disney movies too. You know, I'm not a Disney adult. Definitely not. Yeah, Gundam's still going pretty strong. And I think, yeah, Kamen Rider too. Yeah, at least like in terms of shows, screwed over Ruby for the bees. Oh man. I'm gonna say Bumblebee / Yellow Jacket was the only problem, but I can definitely see that as like the epicenter, just the characters just degrading so badly. Something right and I can tackle someday. I mean, yeah, I think it's been talked over to death. Maybe if Volume 10 does get made, maybe we can come back to the conversation and be like, yo, what the heck's up with Ruby? Yeah, I'll be surprised if Volume 10 gets made, I'll be real. I'll be very, very surprised. Only because I'm just like, it doesn't seem like they're progressing whatsoever. Like, the last information we got is like, oh, it's very early in development, we're still doing scripts and junk, and I'm like, It'd take like, I don't know, so. That to me is probably like, it's not proceeding smoothly, like, they're in they're not in development hell yet, but honestly, I think if like you take more than 3 years on a script, then that's definitely signs of rocky waters ahead, so. Yeah, I'm hoping. Like, honestly, Oscar, I think about it and I'm like, okay, if Volume 10 does get made and it fails, I think then Viz will probably try to do a reboot of Ruby. Or sell it off to somebody else. Because I don't think a company buys an IP just to do nothing with it. Even Disney did something with Alien, and they sat on it for years, so... So yeah, they gotta do something with it, and then see where they go from there. Or, B, if, like, the people who are working on it, you know, the writers, the creepy writers, and whoever else attached to it, and then they can't come up with something that pleases Viz, then they probably will pull the plug on Volume 10 and reboot it. I honestly think like the most likely route, if they do reboot it, is a manga reboot. Because Viz is first and foremost a manga publisher, so they'd like grab an artist or like they grab like an artist and writer for like anywhere in the manga industry and like get them to be like, okay, do Ruby, do Ruby adaptation now. That's what I'm thinking. That's even worse stuff made official. Oh god. Beach episode. Oh god, if they didn't get an anime prop episode, I'll be real. There'd be a beach episode. Yeah, be a beach episode. 100%. Very simple. Cute girls doing badass things with guns. Oh, that reminds me. I saw, like, Adele Aki's Discord. I don't even think he's managing anymore, but I saw people, like, talking about whether or not Ruby characters would be pro Second Amendment, and I'm like, yeah, I think most of them would be, because most of them actually use ammo in their weapons, which would legally classify them as guns. Even if they're, like, guns in a scythe or guns in robotic fists and stuff, like, yeah, most of them use guns, so I'm like, yeah. So yeah, they definitely be pro Second Amendment. They're like, yeah, you're not gonna take our weapons away when we have like a giant freaking creatures to defeat. Oscar says, I think Carrie is lying because they got the axe. They said they were in the middle of writing Ruby Volume 10, but apparently they're at the beginning now. Something doesn't add up. That is cause for suspicion, but I think Viz told them to stop what they were doing and start over. Yeah, I'm assuming that. I'm like, you know, obviously I'm assuming this could be wrong. I have a strong suspicion they're in the pitch phase, that they keep writing different versions of Volume 10, and Viz keeps rejecting them. And, like, do it over. So I think with that, if they were in the middle of writing Ruby Volume 10 when Rooster 2 got shut down, I think Viz looked at what they had and be like, this is terrible. You need to start over. Because you're under us now. We allow you to be here. Like in like a supervillain sense, it'll be like, we allow you to be here. You need to start over. Yeah, the whole development of Volume 10, though, definitely doesn't add up right now. That is like my hunch is with what's happening is that they're trying to pitch it to Viz to officially greenlight it and start production, but the scripts they are producing are inadequate for Viz. So they're still stuck in early development Seeing a bunch of 2D anime movies. Oh, I loved Anastasia. Tiny, not so much. It was still alright, but yeah, that fortunately it killed Dreamworks. It killed Dreamworks Animation, unfortunately. Or was Don Bluth something like that? Yeah, it unfortunately killed the studio. Oh, it's Fox. Yeah, Fox. I don't know why I thought it was DreamWorks, but I did say Spirit. Oh, Hoodwinked. Yeah, that was funny. In other words, Rooster Teeth finally got a leash on his neck. Well, not Rooster Teeth, just the writers, I guess, and whoever else is working on it. I know, like, the only confirmed people is Carrie and Barbara right now. And I think Miles is coming back. I don't know about Eddie. But, yeah. I'm assuming they at least got a small team trying to figure out a pitch and stuff there. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the writers have leashes on their necks now and be like, you have to produce something substantial before we greenlight this. Which is not a good sign for Kruby because Viz is very strict. If they don't have the numbers of views, they will get finalized. Yeah, this... If Volume 10 does get made, that is their absolute last chance. Because they already had one life and squandered it. Now their second life is just like, they might squander that too. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think this is like their absolute last chance. Like it is or not, they definitely care about the numbers. Yeah. We're getting coming to an end. Yeah, I think the anime is finally coming to an end. I still don't like they redeemed Toga, but that's like my only problem. like your Academia ended. At least the way they redeemed her and stuff. But, yeah. Shion says, Viz be like, that shit ain't cutting. We're here to make money, not lose money. Go back to the drawing board. Rooster Teeth, yes, Dad. Well, it's more Kruby than Rooster Teeth. I'm just gonna say, like, Kruby. for like, simplicity's sake, like, remnants of... You want maybe, like, Kruby remnants. That's what they should be called. Kruby remnants. That's what they are. Point, they better hope for a miracle, because it doesn't work. Rooster Teeth is officially cooked. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, Rooster Teeth is already cooked, Neo J. It's just Ruby as an IP. It's gonna be Ruby that's cooked. And yeah, I know, like, I think, like, one of the co-founder, like, Bernie, I think it was, like, he bought Rooster Teeth's IP, so he basically bought Rooster Teeth, but right now it's just a tab underneath his company, so... Who knows if he's gonna do anything with it, but yeah. Yeah, but you know about the controversial manga about the girl dealing with microaggressions in Japan? Well, I did see the poster thing. I have not read it. But I did see the poster for it. I'm like, okay, if it's not actually that, then the frick did the English thing is just like, it's just like freaking, it's like, oh yeah, this is like totally social justice for a thing. Not that, I don't know. I didn't see the art though, and there's some panels that look nice, but other parts of it, I'm like, yeah, the art doesn't seem all that good. It's competent, but it's not, yeah, but it's not very good. It's like, it looks very stiff, is what I'd say. I guess it's more dogging on the summary than it is about. Neo J, to be honest, I don't really mind redemption as long as their actions aren't magically forgiven because they said sorry. Yeah, I just don't think Toga worked for it. It never worked for it. He, like, even at the end of the series, like, a couple, like, one of his family members, like, I think it's his second oldest son, like, he said, I do not forgive you. Like, you are not forgiven. His other children are coming around, but, like, his second oldest son is like, I do not forgive you. It's like, I've got a girl, I'm gonna marry her, you will never meet her. And he's like, that's okay. It's kind of sad, but yeah. But yeah, like, you know, it never worked for that. I don't know. I feel like Toga was let off too easy. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because she's a younger character, but I'm like, I'm sorry. She's a sociopath who had, because of her quirk, had a very strong affinity to, you know, drink blood and, like, kill people who drink their blood. I'm like, yeah, no, like, yes. They're like, oh no, her parents were terrible. I'm like, okay, what would be your reaction to, like, your child being a sociopath and like like fucking drinking blood from, I think it was like a dead animal. I'm like, what would be your reaction? Because you're like, he's gonna kill somebody. Well, like, my child is going to kill somebody. It's like, and so they locked her away, like, did they do something wrong? Yes, but they're coming from a place of, like, I am fearful that my child will go out and kill somebody. And she did! She did! Eventually, because she went cuckoo from being in the box, but... But yeah, and, like, her fucking whole dealio was that she wanted a place where, like, she could just, you know, do that freely. With no repercussions. It's like, yeah, yeah, I'm like, I feel like that takes a little bit more, because that's, like, an innate thing, like, in her brain. Doggone, she needed, like, therapy, medications, and shit to, like, actually control those urges. Or try to get, like, blood donations from a hospital, like... She could have done that, but she didn't. Oh yeah, I don't know, I'm just like, yeah, I think Toga got off a little too easy. And, like, for some weird reason, that just went away. After she was redeemed, it's like, yeah, but that wasn't done so well. Everything else, I'm like, okay. Everything else, I'm like, okay, you know what, it ended well. Enough. Any new DBZ stuff? Really? Yeah, you know what, like, Dragon Ball for me, like, I don't know. It's one of those properties where I'm just like, you know what, I have no desire to continue it, not because... Well, I did see the Broly movie, that was really good, but... I was like, you know, I have no desire to continue it outside of that, because it just had the perfect ending, and I don't feel the desire to continue it. You know, like Endgame, like, I watched, like, one or two Marvel Cinematic Universe movies after that, but then I'm like, you know what? It ended with Endgame. I liked it. It was perfect. Like, yes, there's something that's just like, you know, you gotta know where to end it off, right? You gotta know where to end it off. I still do play Dragon Ball video games, though. I'm getting into Kakarot. That's really good. Like DBZ anime, but it's a game adaptation. Like, you do feel like you're, like, a warrior trading stuff. And also, the fighting is less janky than Xenoverse. I do love the Xenoverse games, but, like, their targeting move, like, for enemies is, like, really jank. It's very jank. I stopped watching Dragon Ball after GT. Saint Seiya and Sailor Moon are awesome. Nice. I mean, I have never watched either of those. Yeah, I kind of miss the Sailor Moon hype. I never watched it. I'm just like, yeah. It's not because it looks bad. I'm just like, yeah, I just never had the desire to watch it that much. I mean, kind of, but Endgame was the conclusion of the whole story, like, you know. Yeah, kind of Oscar, but yeah, Endgame was like the conclusion of the whole thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a pattern. I'm gonna have a really low opacity and hopefully it looks good. There. It's weird to think that all magical hype died with Madoka Magica, not to say the genres that be giving me. No, I don't agree with that, because although it's more edgy, gushing over magical girls like broke the internet. I know Madoka is getting a new movie eventually, and yeah, there's still manga, like, yeah. Yeah, gushing over magical girls, like, broke the internet. That was, like... So, yeah, I don't agree that the hype died with, like, a... with, like, a Madoka Magica. I know there was also the magical girl and the evil lieutenant. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, those two anime 100% like broke the internet. But then again, it is more of a... yeah. And yeah, I guess K-pop Demon Hunter. Oh yeah, you know what? K-pop Demon Hunters technically is a magical girl movie. Magical girl musical movie, pretty much. What are your thoughts on the Legend of Zelda movie? Oh yeah, that's still happening. I don't have thoughts on it right now. I don't even think they have a trailer out for it, right? Pretty sure they don't, but yeah, if it's as good as Mario movie, I think it'll... Yeah, if they keep up the same quality from the Mario movie, like, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lit. Honestly, I think Legend of Zelda lends itself... Like, out of Nintendo's franchises, I think Legend of Zelda lends itself best to a movie format, but they've never done a movie with it before. Yeah, it's been... Yeah, there was that Detective Pikachu live action, and then the Super Mario movie, but... Right, Legend of Zelda would make a fire anime. Even though I am only someone who's like played like only a few of the games. I think it would make a fire anime. And read the Ocarina of Time manga. Which is how I actually got into Legend of Zelda in the first place, which is kind of insane to me. I literally just found it in my school library when I was in 5th grade. It was my first time I ever knew about Legend of Zelda. And even though I played Brawl, right? Like it didn't register to me that like what Link or Zelda and Sheik were from. Like I'm like, or Ganondorf, like I'm like, I don't know what you're from. I just know you're in Super Smash Bros. Like, I recognized Sonic at that point, but I didn't know where Link, Ganondorf, and Zelda and Sheik were from. It's just like, I'm like, yeah. But yeah, it's the first time I heard it. I heard a Legend of Zelda. I don't know, whenever I tell this to people, I'm like, really? You that was like your first interaction with the Legend of Zelda series? I'm like, yes. The manga adaptation of Ocarina of Time. The student says, I'm not interested in any game to TV film adaptation outside of original story, i.e. Arcane. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm interested in the sense that, like... I mean, yeah, it's a completely different medium, so it's gonna be... Even if they, like, take the story from the games that adapted, it will still be a completely different vibe just based on the medium, so... I'm definitely interested in stuff that... that can adapt the games, and also stuff that, like, a spin-off thing. Like, DMC, the anime should have been way better, because you can definitely do a side story with Dante fighting a different demon or whatever. Like, he'd have definitely had that, it just sucked, apparently, so... Castlevania Nocturne is one where I'm like, you should have adapted the games, this is so boring in a very stupid way. Like, and that's probably the epiphany of, like, it's so beautiful, but so terrible. Beautiful, but terrible. Like, I'm like, he could have been good if you just glanced at a summary. Yeah. So I think some adaptations would have benefited more from taking more from the games and, like, doing the story from there. Some adaptations can work in, like, their own original story. Like, I think there was a Bayonetta anime. I don't remember if they did stuff like that. Or, no, it was probably, like, a movie or something, but yeah. One knows what 2 destroyed Disney at the box office. Oh. Mickey Physics Soon said, I would like a Fire Emblem anime, though. Oh gosh, I don't know who... Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know what game they would adapt, because there's a lot of games in that series, right? So... they'd probably go for the first one, maybe. It would be interesting war movie. Alright, I'll say that. Fantasy war movie. Yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising for sure could make a good anime. Like the... That would be cool. I wish I still had my copy. I lost it, so I need to like rebuy it and replay it sometime. Yeah, but... Yeah, and I don't remember... Yeah, but I've seen the game movies at least. I'm like, yeah, this could make a good anime. Yeah, I remember, like, there was, like, the... As well was... I think it was, like, the animated, I think it was for Smash Brothers on the Wii U, right? If I'm remembering correctly. You know what? I need to look this up. Yeah, it was Link versus Pit. And then I think it was, like, a Palutena trailer, too, that was animated as well. But, like, yeah, they animated Link versus Pit for that, and I'm like, dude, this is so good. I did Michael Brent. With Mama Riot, I watched K-pop Demon Hunters with her, because she was actually very interested in watching it. And we both enjoyed it very much. It's not a super deep flick by any means, but yeah, it's very fun. I know Sony has like plans to turn into a global franchise. I'm just like, please stop making it franchise. Honestly, the only things I would want from K-pop Demon Hunters is like a prequel and then a sequel. Because technically speaking, they did not defeat the demons. They did not. The whole moon did not turn golden at the end of the movie. They were getting kind of close until crud hit the fan. And then it disappeared, and they reinstated the basic one, so... They do a prequel explaining... Rumi's mom banging a demon, and like, you know, maybe like maybe expanding the origin of Zoe and Mira a little bit more. Too, and then like them, you know... And also, like, maybe, like, see the band Rumi's mom and Salim are a part of. And then a sequel where the K-pop Demon Hunters finally defeat the demons and, like, do the Golden Home Moon and seal them away for good. And then Rumi's patterns are gone. That would be alright with me. And I'm like, and then you could stop there, Sony. You could stop there. You don't need to do that. Commercial break or Esposo break sessions were good. Oh yeah, honestly the Fire Emblem has like a great soundtrack, so they don't even need to make new music for the series. Maybe like obviously an opening and ending theme. If they were to do a Fire Emblem anime, and then just use the soundtrack from the games for the rest of it. Because I know they like re-released them, like refurbished them, like to be like less condensed, so like it is available. Like I've seen it, like the Super Smash Brothers, like Ultimate, like they got the soundtracks from Fire Emblem. All refurbished up. Well, I'm familiar with these characters, making me want to go back and learn each of the characters' names. Yeah. If the crossover stuff is like good, like it'll make you want to know. I'm pretty sure. Oh god, no, actually no, it wasn't. My first interaction with Sonic was like Shadow the Hedgehog, and that barely had Sonic in it. And then I went back and I bought like Adventure 2. They're like, oh, this is the guy on like Super Smash Brothers. And that's why I played Kid Icarus Uprising too. I didn't know Legend of Zelda, so I saw it from the manga. I'm like, wait, this is the guys from Super Smash Brothers. And like actually, yeah, so so yeah, I was just like, yeah, there's been times like it's just completely unrelated to the main thing. of the series. It's like, yeah, I got into that, and I got into this. Yeah. I don't know anything about K-pop either. I don't even like the music that much, but I like the soundtrack for. So I actually downloaded the original songs on my phone, like the How It's Done, Golden, Your Idol, and Takedown. I downloaded those original songs. I'm like, yeah. Hello, Dadman. Welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. It's been up or down this month for sure. I'm doing pretty well though, right now. You know, I'm drawing away. I'm gonna go get a manicure with Mama Riot and Step Papa Riot, and I'm gonna try and clean my apartment too. I moved here in July and I haven't cleaned it, and it's October now. Well, like, I mean, like, clean in the sense of, like, vacuuming and stuff, so I did start with the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, I need to do this way. That's our last neighborhood come. Yeah, it is. There's gonna be some movies and stuff, and also, like, a new series with a new avatar. I don't know how well that's gonna go. I'm gonna be honest, I regard Legend of Korra as a fine show. It's just, I regard it as, like, a patient, like, it's not completely terrible, right? It's a fine show. But if you tell me the patient zero of, like, bad reboot, like just, like, the bad animated reboots, like, the modern version of it, I would have to point to Legend of Korra. So, I'm just hoping this new series does not do what Legend of Korra did. But then again, it looks like the Legend of Korra cast and how the entire Avatar: The Last Airbender cast will be dead. It's like set far off in the future. It looks more fantasy and stuff. You know, it's definitely way leaning more into fantasy stuff. And oh god, poor Pavi. She's only gonna have Korra as a mentor who basically, apparently, is now gonna wreck the planet in a world-ending calamity, which she kind of did at the end of her show anyways, because she unleashed the spirit world on the human world. Oh god. Yeah, so I'm like, I think that's probably the world-ending calamity, yeah. Yeah. It's probably it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for like 10 more minutes. I'm gonna work on this cuff. I'm gonna work on, you know what, I'm just having fun chatting and stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna work on this cuff, and then I think I'm good. Oh wait, is this... Ew. Alright, where's the... Okay, Pop Demon Hunters? Yeah, the story's definitely incomplete. I think it's good, though. It's good, but... Yeah, I think that's why they want to, like, be like a franchise thing, because it is technically, the story is incomplete. So I could see them doing a prequel and a sequel. They could definitely do a prequel and a sequel, and they don't need to turn it into a giant global franchise. Please don't. Tora done a lot of stuff to destroy Avatar. Yeah, she destroyed the Avatar cycle. She unleashed a spirit world on the human world, which from the previous series showed that was not a... already showed that wasn't a good idea whatsoever. Because there's good spirits, but then there's also bad spirits that will eat your face off. That will eat your face off, or I don't know, do other bad stuff, and even like the panda one, like you could show that like when they're provoked, they get very violent. Yeah, they get very violent, or like kidnap people, and they like do all sorts of stuff. It's just, yeah, there's good spirits, but there's also bad spirits, so that wasn't a good idea. No, definitely not. Yeah, I didn't like how it kind of... It was incomplete character sessioning, but the direction they took was definitely very weird. Because, okay, Aang is like a deadbeat dad who only focused on Tencent, which I'm like, that is stupid. It's stupid, but it kind of makes sense a little bit, but then they just like talked about how bad of a dad he was, or whatever. His children are estranged from each other because of that, and like Toph became... God, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but I'm gonna say a hoe, yeah. I'm gonna say the lesser of it, yeah. I'm gonna say she became a hoe. A hobo hoe, which is insane phrase, turn of phrase, but yeah, that's basically what she was. And well, Zuko seemed to be the only one who was spared. He's still Fire Lord, I think, or was he retired? I can't remember. It's been a while, but I know he was still alive, and it seemed like he was a good father and stuff like that. So, and he wasn't like bullied or relentlessly. Well, Sokka's dead, so he was spared from that. And Katara been kind of dense. Very strange. Very, very strange. So, yeah. It's just like... It wasn't as bad as, like, your Luke Skywalker or anything like that, but... Still very close. It's just... Yeah, I think probably Toph was the worst one, I'm gonna be honest. Mainly because she was one of the only characters who were still alive, right? Like, Sokka and Aang were dead. And... You know, Zuko's barely in it. Then, like, you had Toph. It was just like... This is the direction you decide to go with her characters? Just make her a hobo-ho who lived in a swamp. Like, what? Look, I understand. She definitely emphasized freedom. She obviously ran away from home. But I don't think that would segue into... and she definitely felt her parents were definitely very controlling. And she ran away from home, so she would probably be a more free-spirited parent, but not that free-spirited. You think Toph would at least like to have her children know who their dad is? Like at the bare minimum, like really? Or like have like some kind of stable home to come back to when they return home, right? Like it. I don't know. Yeah, that was probably the worst one for me. Like, I was like, yeah, this is very strange direction here. It makes me think she's amazing. Yeah, she is amazing. She's the Mary Sue of the series. And willpower and junk and... Crash Bandicoot is getting a Netflix series. I did see that. I've never really played Crash Bandicoot. Well, hopefully that goes well, I guess. Yeah, hopefully that goes well for the Crash Bandicoot fans. And may it not turn out like DMC. Like, cause yeah, showing off in like I think it was like her 20s or 30s. Like, she looked really competent. She carried herself great, and she was like, you know, commander and whatnot, and the earthbenders, and like she was doing a really good job. It was like, bro, can we get that off instead? Oh well. But yeah, the new Avatar series is definitely gonna be weird because it technically renders the previous two series null and void. Also, I do have an issue with the Avatar, with allegedly she seems to be the Avatar, Pavi, having a wooden peg leg. And she's an earthbender. That's how the Avatar cycle goes, you know? Aang was an airbender, Korra was a waterbender, you know? I mean, the next cycle is gonna be an earthbender. But, yeah, yeah, because I think, you know, wouldn't, if you, like, you earthbend with a wooden peg leg, wouldn't that just break the peg leg? I feel like what would be really cool if you had, like, a golem, like, a way more formidable, like, golem leg thing. If you did want to make her without a human leg. Like a non-human leg, just like have like a golem leg where she earthbends the rocks on her. Instead of a leg that looks like it would be destroyed when she did a basic earthbending move, because yeah. So I hope they change that. Oh, looking a little more white. There we go. Got that, and then alright, let's see. I'm just gonna finish this cuff and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm just having fun chatting with you guys and drawing. That's why I probably should have ended like 20 minutes ago, but that's okay. I'm just having fun. Alright, there we go. That's it for me with Victoria. So she's getting a little closer. This is getting a little closer to being done, so next Riot Kitty Cafe, I'll hopefully finish rendering this, and then maybe start on her night count. And definitely though, off stream, I'm gonna work on sketching her, this outfit, her base outfit, that I've drawn her the most in. So this one's gonna be easier. So that's why I left it for last, because that one's gonna be easier because there's I already drawn it quite a few times, and yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah. Dollhouse X.C coming a little closer to finally me drawing it. Like drawing the actual comic, so that's gonna be fun. As for videos, oh gosh, it's been kind of chaotic. It's just very up and down. Very up and down. I recorded a little bit, but not too much. I need to finish my Miles Morales time-lapse. I wanted it to be out this month, but I don't think that's gonna happen, unfortunately. But I've got time tonight, so I'm gonna like definitely like be a recording demon right now, so I can hop back onto Riot Ruby afterwards. Yeah, and that's all I got planned right now. And I do want to make a character bio video. I just feel like I need to, before that, I need to update art on let's see, Mara, Robin, Akuhata, and Yanakara on here. Because, you know, I have the side characters, right? I got their standing positions, but I should do artwork of these four to get, like, their official character bio art thing. But yeah, you know, getting a little closer. Getting a little closer to my dream there. So, thank you everybody for coming. Including, let's see, Oscar, Axel, Vicky Physics Student, Neo J, Power, It's a Trap, Shion, No Biley, anybody else, and the Dad Man Walking for coming to this stream. So this cafe is now closed and Riot Kitty is signing out. Thanks everybody. Bye bye.